been making music ever since the crack boom. Country rap tunes. Coming down. Country rap tunes. Gotta have guitars and a lot of backbone. Come to the South once, I bet you'll be back soon. Coming down. Country rap tunes. Coming down. Country rap tunes.
What's up with it, man? It's your boy Cory Mo back off in this thing one more time for the Country Rap Tunes podcast here at Mad Studios. I got a special guest in the building, a young lady I've known for many, many moons, a H-Town vet, certified OG. Miss Just Brittany is in the building, y'all.
Yay!
What's going on, young lady? How are you?
I'm good. Glad to be here. It's been forever. We should have been did this.
I know, right?
But I'm going to point the finger at myself, okay?
It's all good.
You know what I'm saying?
It's all good, man.
But we here now, so Happy New Year. You know
Straight
what I'm saying?
up.
And many, many, many more.
That's what's
I'm
up.
so glad to be in 2020. I remember back in 2000 when we thought the world was going to end and I was hiding under the bed.
Straight up, huh? Straight up.
I thought the world was going to end. I was like, this it, y'all. Like, it's 2000.
Nigga, now we in twanky.
Ooh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's a trip, man. We done grew up. So, to the people that don't know, how did you start in music? Like, what made you fall in love with music?
What made me fall in love with music? I always was like the family person who every time we come around for events or holidays, I would make everybody laugh, perform in front of everybody and stuff like that. I was always performing and stuff when I was younger. Like my mom used to sneak us in the clubs, and my sisters and I, we would do like the TLC songs and Destiny Child and stuff, and we would perform. So as I got older and I was able to really put money into my career so I can be a professional artist is really when I really got serious with it as I got older. But it's always just been in me since I was a little girl to perform and sing.
Okay, so was it more so singing first or rapping or a little bit of both?
No, I wasn't a rapper at all. I wasn't rapping. I would play with it, but it was never my thing. You know what I'm saying? I started out singing. Every song that I did, every time I did a record, it was always a singing record. I did a song with B King one day. You okay?
Okay. Oh yeah, I'm straight.
Okay, I did a song with B King or whatever, and I end up singing my verse to Crush. Do I love these hoes? Hell no. I end up singing my verse, and he was like, "You should rap it, man." And I was like, "Rap it? How I do that?" And I just started, I guess rapping it. And then when that song came out, which I had already had Call Me For That Good out in Slumber Party and Colors. When that song came out, after all of those songs, everybody just thought I was a rapper at that point. So I kind of just played off of that, and I just continued to rap and get on, Lil Dip after that, then start rapping on everybody's song. Everybody wanted me to do features and everything, so I just started rapping. And now, as time has gone on, people have started calling me a rapper, which I never started off as a rapper. I was always a singer.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. That's some history.
Yeah.
So as far as the albums that inspired you, what albums did you play the most coming up, I guess?
The albums that I played the most coming up, my mom was just always an old school soul. I would listen to Whitney Houston, Aretha Franklin.
Okay.
I used to listen to Missy Elliott a lot, Destiny Child. I used to always listen to Pimp C. You know what I'm saying? I used to listen to a Lil Zero, Lil Kiki. Just that little flip, that whole little H-Town vibe that I grew up in. I would always just listen to those songs, and those was my favorite songs, So I would always listen to, just that, I don't know, it's just something about the Houston, the Houston sound and the things that we talk about, because being out here in Atlanta, it's a whole different wave. The things that we listen to in Houston, I don't even hear none of the records that they play in Houston in Atlanta. It's a whole different thing. But we have our own culture, and I just always grew up off of the Houston culture. That's why I made projects like Queen of H-Town 1, Queen of H-Town 2. Everything I did was so Houston because I love my city so much.
Yeah, I could dig that. So how hard is it being a female in this game? Because I know, what I'm saying, it can get challenging at times. But how do you manage to, bust heads through this motherfucker?
You just gotta keep going. It's hard because, I feel like I really haven't had a real chance. like, I feel like people know little spurts about me, and then, like, you know, I was always doing my stuff underground when I was in Houston, being on radio and stuff, but the world is so big to where you don't even notice how big the world is until you get outside your city. You be thinking like, oh, my city, this is the number one thing. If I made it here, then I made it. But it's like when you go outside of that and you so popular in your city, you go outside your city and don't nobody know you. It's like, dang, like, I've been blinded to the fact of thinking like this is the only place that I need to pop in. And I just feel like, you know, with me, you know, being on Love and Hip Hop and, you know, the show Sign and stuff, like it exposed me more to more people and exposed me more to the world, and more people start knowing about who Just Brittany was. And it's just like so much more. But being a female in the industry is really kind of hard, but it's just like, I feel like life is hard itself. That's just another thing on top of it that makes it even harder. Everything is a challenge, and pressure busts pipes, but they also make diamonds. So even throughout everything that has happened to me, or, you know, everything that I've, you know, came over, like, I still keep going. Like, I don't stop. It don't matter if a person try to smear my name, throw salt on the game, say this, say that about me. At the end of the day, I'm never gonna stop, because it's in me. Like, it's not on me, it's in me, and I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep doing my thing. It doesn't matter, because, you know, I came in by myself. I'm gonna leave by myself, and I'm gonna leave my mark before I leave. Like, they gonna know my name. You know what I'm saying?
That's hard. So how did it happen with Love and Hip Hop? When did you start doing that?
I started doing Love and Hip Hop in 2018, 2019, beginning of 2019.
Yeah. How's that going? You like it?
I liked it when I was a part of it, when I was on it. It was cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I feel like I could have did without it. And I feel like it was good that I did do it, because, like I said, it exposed me to a lot of people that didn't know me. And it's like so many people looked at it in so different ways. I feel like, you know, I stood my ground. I handled myself well. And, you know, when it comes to just TV, they portray you the way that they want to portray you. I feel like I was a freshman coming in on seniors and, you know, people who've been in this TV reality show game, you know. So they not just gonna make you look like this person, the number one person on the show, or make you look like the person that they want to stand out the most, because they got people that's already been on the show for years, and they have, you know, they have to make these people look certain type of ways, you know, because even in some scenes on the show, you know, when the girls came in there and I was doing my song with Stevie J and everything, the producers, before we even start rolling, was like, you know, they out there jamming to your song. You know, they Erica them like, oh, this is a song jamming. But then, so in my mind, I'm thinking like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I'm like, oh shit, everything about to be cool. Like, you know, it's about to be a cool scene. Mind you, that was like my first time really meeting them, like, personally. Like, I met Erica one time in Houston because, you know, Slim Thug have his like balls or whatever he have. And so she was there. And we had, you know, flicked it up together. But that was like my first time like really meeting her in the show, so I'm thinking everything gonna be cool. And then when they get into the room, it's like a whole flip, and it just caught me off guard. Like, whoa, like, I didn't think that it was gonna be nothing like how I thought it was in my mind. Like, I'm thinking everything gonna be cool, but everything was furthest than what I thought it was. And that's what started off the whole, you know, hate Brittany train, or, you know, let's make Brittany look like the bad guy, make her look this way and that way and type thing like that. And that's how the whole thing started. And it just like got messier and messier from there. And I'm just like the type of person, like, I've never been like a fighter. I'm like a lover. I'm a peacemaker. I always try to make things, you know, calm everything down, make everything, you know, smooth it out. You know, let's go on with our lives and not have the drama. But they just turned that into a whole different situation that I just was not like, you know, with. But once I was in it, I was already in it. I signed the contract. I had to do my due diligence. Like, I had to do what I needed to do.
Yeah. I could dig that. I was scrolling on the gram a couple weeks ago. I see you cool with Johnny Blaze. Yeah. I know y'all was having some issues at one point. But when I saw it, I was like, oh shit, nigga, okay. I can't wait to hear this song.
Yeah, it's actually, the song is out. It's called We Ain't Trippin'.
Okay, dope.
We put it out probably like a couple of months ago. It's been out for a little bit.
Dope. That's what's up,
I just came to a point in my life to where it's like, I feel like all odds was against me. It's like, even if I did something wrong, people gonna look at it like, even if I did something right, people gonna look at it like and try to find the worst thing
find some
inside
bullshit
of it. You know what I'm saying? I could be giving back to the homeless and they can be like, oh, why she doing this? Like, why she recording it? Why she, you know, it's just always something with Just Brittany. It's like, it don't matter what I did, people was always trying to find the negativity in what I did. And so I was like, you know what? I'm doing this for me, and I don't care about what nobody think about how I'm doing this. So I reached out to Johnny. I went through a couple people and got her number because I didn't have her number at the time. And the first person I actually reached out to was Necessary. I called her and I sent her a message. I was like, you know what? Whatever we went through in the past, you know, let that be the past. You know, if I did anything wrong, I apologize, you know, and I don't just want us to, you know, be at odds with each other.
Right.
Because I don't want to block my blessings. People thinking that every time, oh, she be with the drama, she be fighting, she this, she that, like, you know, and it's just, it stops the money, like, and I don't need nothing or nobody, you know what I'm saying, who I barely even come across. We don't even deal with each other like that, but just that one little thing can make people give you the side eye of how they look at you. So I reached out to her, and, you know, I smoothed everything over with her. And then Johnny was the second person that I reached out to, and I called her, you know. And at first, you know, she was a little like, okay, whatever. But then we both apologized to each other, and she was like, well, let's get in the studio. Let's do this song. And she was very adamant, put the studio session together or whatever. So when I came in the studio, she was already recording. And she was saying, like, big dripping over here, something like that. And so I walked in, I was like, Johnny, what you saying? And she was like, I'm saying big dripping. I was like, how about we say we ain't tripping over here, because we at a point to where we ain't tripping no more. So that's how we got the whole hook of the song. We ain't tripping over here type thing or whatever. And we recorded the song. We were supposed to shoot the video, but over time, you know, Johnny was like, she got to shoot a video to her single or whatever, you know, the case may be. But you know, it was just a good thing. She put the photo shoot together for us. I wrote the song for us. And we just, you know, we just grew up as women, you know, because all of that it ain't like, it's for the birds. Like, we don't got time to be bickering and arguing and going back and forth with each other. Like, we can do more together than we can do, you know, separating and fighting, you know, because people feed into the drama. It was more people feeding into the drama than seeing us, like, you know, together and being cool and, you know, stuff like that, because good news don't sell. Like, don't nobody want to hear nothing good, you know. And Dre Tovin and I, we got a song called Good News Don't Sell, but good news really don't sell. People want to hear the negative. They want to hear the bad stuff. They want to hear, you know, what's going on in your life. They want to hear the most negative stuff that they possibly can hear, because that makes them feel good. Because there's a disease in the world, and the biggest disease is like hate and self-hate. And people don't want to hear good stuff about other people because they ain't got nothing good going on in their life. So if they feel like, oh, you got something negative going on in your life, then they feel like, oh, okay, we relatable. We alike now. Like, now, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to feed into this. But if it's something good, because you don't got nothing good going on, you're not going to accept it as well as you would accept negativity.
Straight up, man. Question. You was signed to Baby back in, was it 2009, 2010? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Tell the people how was that? Cause I do remember it at the time, but not too much, cause I had ended up moving to Atlanta around that time. Right. So I wasn't even. I got signed to Baby back in 2010.
I met Baby at Connections.
Damn.
You remember Big Steve and Captain Jack had Connections in Candy Shop, and he was
on the north side.
Yeah,
Houston.
Was it on the north side? I think it was off for 59 South.
Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Guessing, I believe. I met him, and
Captain Jack.
He had called me over there to his section or whatever, and we exchanged numbers. And the next day, he had called me that morning. He was like, "You want to go on the road with me?" I was like, "Yeah." And so we ended up going on the road or whatever. And then at this point, I didn't have my single out at that time. So we always just kept contact with each other and all of that, the case may be. And then when I left him, I told him, before I left him, I said, you know, I got this song, this single, like, I want to be a real artist. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, would I be somebody that you would look at as an artist? And he was like, well, I just want to see your grind. Like, let me see what you can do. So I left. Got my song on the radio, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to High C Go DJs. They pressed my song. Got on 97.9 The Box. Terry was supporting me 100%. You know, everybody up the box was supporting me. And it got on the radio. And when it got on the radio and I met back up with him again, you know, he called his lawyers and put the contract together. He was like, shoes, I want to sign you. Like, you done did all the footwork yourself. Like, all I got to do is, you know what I'm saying, push you out. And I got signed, and it was like a great ass deal. It was like a 5-album deal and stuff. And it's like, once I got signed, and he flew me out to Miami, and we shot the video, and he moved me to Miami. and got me a condo out there, furnished it out, everything. Like, it was just everything. However, everything was good in front of everybody, but behind closed doors, I was going through it with like my management and the person who, who had helped put the record Call Me For The Good together, with me or whatever. And he was just feeling like, oh, now you moving to Miami, now you leaving me, now you done got on, now you trying to, and I was feeling bad. Like, I'm like, dang, I'm not literally leaving you, because at the end of the day, you still in my contract. I'm still signed to you and all of that. But I guess it was the fact of me just leaving Houston and moving to Miami. So when I moved to Miami and baby had got me the condo and everything on the beach view, everything, it was just, it was a good situation for me to move to. I was being pressured in the background, and it was just making me feel like down, like, dang, I can't do nobody like this, who helped me get here, which it had happened so fast. And so I just moved back to Houston. I was like, you know what, let me just move back here, keep working with this guy, let everything come together. I had introduced him to Baby flew him out too, whatever the case may be. And, it was just a lot. And I just feel like I was just always thinking about everybody else before I just put myself first in a situation that could have, that could have helped me glow up in life and move to a different level, because this other person over here pulling my arm down over here. But then I'm like, dang, this is what we need to be, because if I get on over here, then it's gonna be a good look for both of us.
Right.
Then I was going through relationship issues, you know what I'm saying, and it was just a lot going on behind the scenes that nobody never knew about. So I was like, you know what, these are people who I came up with, let me let me go back and get this person, and I had only known the person for like a year or two or whatever. But it's just like, looking back at everything, I could have put myself first in a lot of situations, and I probably would have had better longevity, and I probably wouldn't be, trying to take the steps to the top. I probably would have already been there. But, after I got signed, and then he had got the condo and I moved back to Houston, it kind of like, it went dry, because I think he felt like that he had done all this stuff for me, and now for me to go back to Houston, it's like, okay, so why you going backwards type thing. And so it just had got dry. Like, the phone calls, stopped answering the phone calls, emails stopped, the video never came out. And so I'm steady hitting everybody. I'm hitting people for months. Like, what's up with the video? What's up with the song? Like, what we doing next? I got records, da-da-da-da. And nobody ever just never said nothing. So I hit CeeLo on Twitter, because I always had a good relationship with CeeLo. Rest in peace. He ended up passing away. But I hit him and I was like, CeeLo, like, I want to get out this contract, because y'all are like, really, can you tell Baby, like, I want to get out the contract, because nobody's really doing nothing with me, and I don't want to be stagnant and sit, and I had, before time I had heard about a lot of artists that was on Cash Money that was just sitting, they had so many artists, and a lot of artists was sitting at the time, and I feel like I was falling into that same category with just sitting. Like, my song is on the radio, it's in the top 5 right now. You know what I'm saying? It's beating out the Young Money song, like, I'm #1 type thing. Like, it's just going, and like, this is a good time for us to boom, skyrocket. And then, it was like, all right, cool, and let me out of the contract. And people was like, damn, people don't really they don't never do that, And I just feel like, and then now it's like, I don't even work with the same people no more. None of the same people is around. Like, I'm literally out here, getting it on my own with the few people that I, deal with. And people see me and they see my grind and they see how hard I work and they want to help me out, because at the end of the day, like, you really can't do nothing on your own. Like, you got to have a team, and the team is most important. My team is so important to me. That's why I went back and was like, you know what? Forget Miami. Let me go back to Houston to show these people that, I'm not going nowhere. Like, we came up together. I got this deal. Like, I'm not going to leave you out. But then I end up leaving myself out, trying to get somebody else and put them on too, with me. And that's just how that deal went. And then it was just dry after that. But I just feel like, Baby just had put me in a great position. And if I could have just been a little bit more patient and just thought differently in that time, then I could have been probably where Nicki Minaj and everybody else was at that time, because Nicki had just signed to Lil Wayne. And for the longest, people thought that I was signed to Young Money, and it was Cash Money, so.
Damn. And you know what I remember coming out to Ross' crib one time, and you was out there, and we cooked up a jamming ass song.
These hoes be worried about the wrong thing.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Damn, man. I remember I was like, what's up, girl? Like, nigga, what's up? Nigga, we sat down. I don't know what happened, but I played a few beats. Next thing I know, you was in the booth. That bitch was jamming. And I ain't heard that motherfucker since.
That mug's still on my computer, too. I haven't finished it all.
Man,
it have so much stuff had happened, like even with the Raw situation, you know, I had won a competition.
How did that go?
I won a competition, got to deal with it. I recorded about 13 songs over there at Wild's crib. And I'm still, like, wondering, like, where my music at? Like, I don't know, like, what is it that everybody got in their mind to where, like, they feel like they just can, you know, try to play with me or just put me on the background and push me aside and just, oh, don't say nothing at all. Like, I really don't be understanding because I work very hard. Like, you know, I was sleeping on the couch every day, waking up, going straight to the booth. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, doing what I need to do to grind. Like, you was over there, you seen it, you know? And it's just like, either y'all gonna just hold on to the music or just give it to me, you know? Like, why hold on to, and I just feel like it's just been so much stuff that just been happening to me to where it's like that shit has made me like depressed. Like, damn, like this situation happened and this situation happened and another situation. It's just like I can't win for losing, but even though like things that be happening and transpiring, like I just still keep going because
you gotta stay focused, man. This shit is so many ups and downs in this game.
So many
boy.
ups and downs, and
trust me, you ain't the only one. Shit, ups and downs.
2020
and ups and
is my year though. And I said it in a couple of years, but I really feel like it's been 10 years. Like, this year has definitely made 10 years that I've been grinding, you know. And I don't want people to just know me for, like, negativity. Like, if people really go back and look at everything that I've done, like, I've done over, like, 500-600 songs. I've done records with everybody, you know. Before anybody, like, you know, a lot of females is like, you know, was in Houston and stuff. Like, I made sure I did records with them, you know, looked out for a lot of people. I'm in everybody's spot, promoting everybody's shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, really just being on my grind. And I remember I used to be on Houston so hard. I remember Bun B telling me one day, like, dang, like, you need to stop, like, you need to, you know, open up your horizons and, like, stop talking about Houston so much and, you know, start making your music about other stuff. And then I look back and everybody's on that Houston wave. And it's just like, sometimes, like, you just can't, you got to go with what your gut feeling tell you to do. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I love my city so much that it turned into hate. Like, you know how you can like somebody so much and you liking them and you loving them, you loving on them and stuff. And instead of them loving you 100,000% back, it makes them distance their stuff from you a little bit. You know, and it just be kind of odd to me. Like, even through all the trials and tribulations I've been through with the city, like it don't take away from the work that I've put in.
Right.
You know, because I put in a lot of footwork, you know, in my city, like a whole bunch, you know.
I remember seeing you that time when we all was in New York. I was with Bun. I don't remember what year it was, but Bun and Queenie.
South by Southwest.
Nah, we was in New York.
Oh, New York. Yeah.
At the Roxy or some shit. One of them clubs.
I remember.
You had what's her name with you? I forget her name. Sin.
Yeah.
Sin was with you. Bernicia was there. Everybody was crunk. I think it was like during one of Bun B tours or something, and I think you was there, and I think you
Queenie
opened
had
up.
Flew out when I got to deal with Cash Money. Queenie was one of the person that she flew out, and she was out there with me when I shot my video and everything.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Queenie, Bun, all of them was just right there.
Yeah,
I don't know what happened.
Hell yeah, that shit was the good old days, man.
Man, we about to make better days, though, because today we're living in, because at that moment, you know what I'm saying, we probably felt like, oh, those days is all right, you know, days gonna get better, but then when you look back at it, like, today is gonna be the good old days, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
we sit right here, and today, like, dang, this was the good old days, you know, so I just feel like every day is a good old day.
Move forward.
Because even tomorrow gonna be the past, and today is gonna be the past, and that's gonna be a good old day. So I just look at everything like it's the good old days. I was just talking to my stylist, was once my wardrobe stylist, but now, you know, he a hairstylist, celebrity hairstylist, doing his thing, doing everybody hair, doing his thing. And we was just talking about like how we used to be on our stuff back in the day and how that was the good old days and stuff. And now we making better days. I'm just so, even through everything that I've been through, I'm just so happy to still be alive, free, breathing, and being able to do it all over again. You know what I'm saying? You could lose everything and still get that shit back tomorrow.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's all about your grind. It's all about your hustle. Like, you got to just keep leveling up. You got to keep doing it big. You got to keep doing whatever you need to do to get you where you need to go. You know what I'm saying? You might have to take the train. You might got to take the bus. You might got to motherfucking catch a ride, catch an Uber, catch a Lyft. Whatever you need to do to get where you need to go, just get there, period.
Preach.
You might have to use a motherfucking skateboard. You might have to use the skates. But however long it take, get there, you know?
Yeah.
And that's how my thing is. Like, I live off that, like, never quit. Because you never know. It only take one record to change your life.
Straight up.
I used to be a dancer before I started stripping. I remember being in a strip club. My song was on the radio playing. And I'm in a strip club dancing. And I was feeling embarrassed because I'm like, dang, like, I'm a dancer. And I got a song on the radio. I was really kind of hide and shy from it. But now, you know, then it start becoming a popular thing. Like, oh, strippers is turning into rappers and this and that. But when I was doing it, I was kind of shy and away from it because I'm like, dang, I can't be a stripper. Let me save face. Let me stop stripping so I can focus on my music career. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like, oh, the thing, and it's getting praised for and everything. But it's like when I was trying to do the thing, it wasn't a thing that people was praising. It was like, yeah, people liked it at the strip club, but they didn't like for to be a dancer and this and that. But when you see artists performing, it's like we wearing the same type of clothes as strippers really well. We're not getting naked, but it's getting to a point that it's almost looking naked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just know when I used to be a dancer, the club can be packed, full of people. I'm talking about wall to wall. It's hot up in there. Can't breathe. You know what I'm saying? People knocking over drinks and everything, stepping on people's toes, and you don't make no money. You know what I'm saying? Going to club on a day, it's probably about 10 customers, 15 customers. That one person that made your night. It ain't about the quantity of what it is. You can make 1 million songs and none of them songs be nothing. You can make one song and that one song change your life. It don't take a lot for something great and prosperous to come up out of it.
Real shit. I could dig that. You spitting that game, girl. You spitting that game. You done grew up, girl. Shit, keep talking that shit. Well, what you working on now? What you got? Coming up next. I
got a record. It's called Bestow My Brick. It's out on iTunes, platforms, everywhere you can stream it at. It's out. It's also, the video is also on YouTube. Y'all gotta go check that out. It's been buzzing in the streets. It's been going crazy. It's actually, I feel like one of my best rapping records that I ever did. Is just like my whole delivery and how I'm talking on that mug.
And you do write your own lyrics too, right?
Yeah, I write.
Yeah.
So, but but I don't mind working with people who write different songs and stuff. Like some of the greatest hits, those artists didn't write that. So,
yeah, man, you can't be scared to collab.
I don't mind collabing with people like shoes. If it hit, then it hit. Period, point blank. I'm not the person to be like, oh, I write all my own stuff and this and that. No, I don't have a problem with some great people that write music out here. Like, shoot, somebody wrote Old Town Road. They ain't talking about that. It's just like, this is a number one hit song. So let it be a number one hit song. Period, point blank. But shoot, you got a hit. Let's make some bread and let's get that mug worldwide because I'm trying to change lives one song at a time.
That's real shit. It's all right. Well, shit, I don't even know what else to ask you. You've been goddamn spitting all the game. Is it any shout outs you want to give? Is there anything?
I want to shout out definitely to my fans and everybody who just been my Brittany bangers, Brittany butterflies, everybody who just been holding it down for me, through thick and thin, through Death Do Us Part, through everything that they've heard about me, you know what I'm saying? I just want to let everybody know that I'm not just a pretty face and a big ass and a small waist. Like, it's more to me than that, and dig deep inside me and really get to know me. And even if it's your first time listening to me on this interview, like, go back to the 2010-11 Brittany. Go back and look up some of the things that we've talked about with the Cash Money and the Ross and all of that. Go back and do your research on me before you form an opinion about the first thing that you see about me, I just want everybody to know, follow me on YouTube, Queen Just Brittany, on Instagram, on Facebook. Follow me, like my pictures, repost my stuff. You know what I'm saying? Stream it everywhere. Stream it when you go to sleep. Put it on. Let these numbers go up because at the end of the day, this is going to be my year and you're going to be seeing me in life. So you need to jump on the train before it leave you, okay?
Before you get left, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? That's what's up. Well, shit, man, I appreciate you stopping through the podcast and showing love, man. Shit, I'm finna turn up now. I know my viewers finna go up.
Period.
So,
y'all make sure y'all follow me. Follow Cory Mo Music. Legendary. You know what I'm saying? Cory been out here in Atlanta on his stuff. He was like, fuck everything else. I'm out here.
I had to get it, man. I gotta take it from these hoe ass niggas.
For real, cause they ain't gonna give it to you.
Gotta take it.
And nobody trying to give you nothing. You gotta formulate your own events, your own situations. You know, you gotta work that stuff by yourself. Period.
Gotta do it, man.
But yeah, y'all make sure y'all go stream Bitch Stole My Brick. Also, I got a new record called Cowgirl, which is out. The video is out. The video is amazing. Shout out to Ebony. I was just saying, you know, put yourself first. Yeah. Shout out to you. Let's shout out to yourself. Shout out to you for listening, tuning in, watching, liking, commenting. Shout out to you for taking out the time, because you could have been anywhere else, but you here with us.
Know what I'm talking about? There it is. Out of here. Country Rap Tunes. I appreciate you coming through, young lady.
Thank you.
Know what I'm talking about? Country rap tunes, nigga. Gangster music, bitch.